It's 9 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
And tracking your steps by tracking your eyes, the new technology Disney wants to use on their visitors. Hey, still to come, Disney is checking out new technology that would allow them to track you based on what you are looking at.
What are you looking at? Don't look at me.
You looking at me? You talking to me?
Are you looking at me?
You talking to me?
How will it work? And what do they plan to use it for? Oh, that's an interesting image. We'll tell you all about it when we come back.
Kind of shifty, didn't it?
A little bit.
Thank you, sir. Hey, new this morning, it appears that Disney, what's going on there, plans to use new technology to track you when you go out to the parks. The Orlando Business Journal published that picture there of Disney's patent for some sort of a new eye tracking technology. They say the park could use the technology to determine what in the park is most popular and to make robots and animatronics more interactive. We've got our tech expert, Tom Jelneck, talking to us about how this is going to work. And I was telling Amy, oh, this is old technology. And then I realized, well, no, that was a science fiction movie that I saw a couple of years ago. But apparently they've come a long way in perfecting this. How does it work?
It's coming. This is pretty cool. By the way, I love your socks. I'm a huge fan.
Star Wars.
Yep, those are great.
Thank you.
So, this is really exciting. Usually this kind of stuff creeps me out when they start monitoring what your body's doing.
You feel like Big Brother a little too much? Yeah, I get
But this is really cool for Disney. So, if you're on It's a Small World, God forbid, and your eyeball tends to gaze over to this section, they can actually, with this technology, turn on a particular robot or animatronic to kind of personally interact with you. Oh. So I think that's really, really cool and could really enhance the experience.
Like if you're on Splash Mountain, you're like, don't do that, Bear Rabbit. You look up and they see the vultures or something. They're like, Bob, I don't know what you were thinking getting on this ride. You're about to get wet. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So this could enhance tons of their rides. Even the Jungle Cruise, if you gazed over and saw a boa or something in the tree, the boa could interact with you.
Yeah. By the way, if you go there during the holidays, they call it the Jingle Cruise.
Jingle Cruise.
Yeah, that's a good
All the cheesy jokes.
Yeah. Now, is this something that they're putting in right now, or is it something they're testing? Or
I think it's something they're testing. This was a patent application. They've also had patents out for a working lightsaber, for example. So pretty cool stuff. Those folks do it right.
You did mention the things that concern you. What would be a concern? What do you think there are risks in this?
Well, not necessarily risks, but I think I could see applications with this in retail.
Yeah.
Right. So
that happens all the time.
Right.
There's shelves in a store are set up because most people go to certain areas. They know where you go.
That's absolutely right. So if your eye is gravitating towards a certain new toy, they could maximize the marketing value of that and position these things where they need to be. But the technology is brilliant. It follows the whites of your eye. So I'm excited to see what they come up with.
Right. Do you think it'll just be looking at this? I mean, based off of this, obviously it's not a lot to go off of. But is it something they do on the rides? Or do you think they do it throughout the park? Like you're walking through the park and you're like, no one's really going to this side of the castle because for whatever reason, and then it might affect what it is they build on the castle to try and direct you to go a certain way.
So this particular patent was actually made for their animatronics so far, but I could definitely see an application throughout the park. I know that they're tracking feet now too.
How's that?
To see where people are gravitating towards.
Well, that makes sense, yeah.
Right? So if, there's a lot of traffic here and they need to reroute it, they're able to do that accordingly as well.
They've got cameras. Now, this is stuff you think that they could do it off of cameras that are already set up that we never see. There's certainly sides of Disney you just never see.
Right.
Do you think that they could do it based off of the current technology of cameras that we've already got, or does it have to be something special?
There probably are something special with tracking and GPS and just knowing where all that traffic is going.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, Disney's all about the user experience, and seeing these new innovations are only going to enhance that.
How do they track feet, by the way?
I don't have a clue.
You don't know? I mean, I can imagine, like body temperature, they just sit there and they have some poor cast member who's stuck there in front of a screen watching. They all seem to be going to the left. You know what I mean?
And they have killer socks, right? So they're tracking Bob Fryer socks.
It's my Star Wars site. Have you seen it yet?
Awesome. Not yet.
You got to get out
tomorrow morning.
It's as good as it gets. I mean, literally, it's the prequel that we all Star Wars fans really wanted.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Hey, finding you. How do we do that?
Go to ontargetwebsolutions.com.
Good deal. Tom
Great to see you, man.
Good to see you, my friend. All right, take care. Who am I going back to? Jamie or Amy?
Jamie or Amy? Thanks, you guys. Look at all that fun stuff in the teleprompter.